it's Nina Madden here. Thank you so much for joining me on this webinar. I'm super excited about sharing this material with you that I hope will be able to help you make some significant choices and some significant decisions to your life, and hopefully be able to change your life and create the kind of life that you want and that you dream about. So this is about living your dream and getting the life you deserve. And what I want to talk to you in this webinar about is how you can change your career and become a successful NLP coach that radically impacts people's lives without losing your soul in a confused marketplace or being chained to a desk and studying psychology for years. So I really appreciate that you joined me here today. And as a bonus, if you stay to the very end of the webinar, I would love to invite you to a free one-on-one NLP strategy call with me personally to discuss your goals and ambitions and dreams for 2018. And this really is my gift to you. I've been a master coach for over a decade. My rate is $350 per hour, but I want to invite you to this call for free because I want you to experience the power of real coaching and what it can do for you. So if you want this call with me, if you're curious, please stick around until the end and I'll tell you then how you can book it in. Also, please don't worry about trying to take extensive notes because at the end of today's workshop, I'll show you how to get a copy of the slides and notes if you want to. So, but before we continue, here's what we're going to discover during this workshop. We're going to talk about how real coaching can impact people's lives more profoundly and more powerfully than any psychology or counseling can. I'm also going to talk to you about how you can get status and recognition as a coach without studying psychology for years. How you can be financially successful as a coach using my real value method to getting clients without being overly aggressive or turning off the people who need your skills. And the counterintuitive way to present yourself as a coach so that you can command higher fees and work with key individuals and teams. I'm going to talk to you about how you can stand out from a crowded and confused marketplace without killing yourself over social media. And this is without sales, hype, or gimmicks. And I'm going to talk to you about the number one key to a successful career as a coach. My promise to you is that I'm going to give you a step-by-step strategy for succeeding and getting recognized for how awesome you truly are without chaining yourself to a desk for years, drowning in fake online courses, or killing yourself over social media whilst neglecting the relationships that make your life satisfying, plus the one crucial thing that you need to know and understand. So, but before we continue, I want to make sure that you're in the right place because I don't want to waste your time. So, does this sound like you? Do you long for a career with meaning and purpose and would love to deeply impact people's lives, but you feel you're stuck in an office on meaningless and irrelevant projects? Do you want to contribute and make an impact at a higher level without having to study for years? Are you tired of feeling bored and invisible and secretly dreaming of a career that really makes a difference to the world, where you can really impact people, but you don't really know where to start? Are you feeling like you're working way too hard for not very much money? And do you feel like you lack fulfillment with the feeling that you're not doing anything that really matters? Like you're working too many hours, you feel like you're burning out, or you're feeling stuck? Are you struggling to break free from the hamster wheel? Do you feel you should be free and independent and you long to make a difference to the world, but you feel ignored and dismissed? Are you considering a career as a coach or a therapist, but you get confused and worried because there seems to be a sea of low-quality courses out there run by people who seem more interested in your money than actually helping you become really good at helping other people make radical changes? And are you also worried that to succeed you have to spend hours and hours on social media and you're not very keen on that? I have some good news for you, because the thing is, most of what you've been told about succeeding as a coach is completely wrong. And the real problem is that the bar to entry for coaching is extremely low. And that means that has resulted in too many wannabes are running around calling themselves coaches. And they call themselves coaches because they give unsolicited advice to anybody who will listen. But they're not really coaching. They're spinning their wheels, wasting time on Facebook, blogging, Instagram, because they have no real skills or expertise to help their clients, because they have no education and training. They don't even know that they're not real coaches. And this lack of skill, training, and credibility has led to a crisis of confidence in coaching as such, and especially in life coaching. But if you're like most people I work with, you want a career that's built on providing real value to your clients, and you want to be successful too, right? You want to be financially successful. So if you really want, I'm going to show you a different way. If you really want a career that changes lives, the one thing that you need to know is that real coaches get recognized by making real and profound changes to their clients' lives. And let me introduce myself. My name is Nina Madden. I'm the founder of the Nina Madden Company, and this is what I look like. And I'm a master coach, and I work with clients in Europe, Italy, Monaco, New York, Los Angeles, Saudi, and I have a strong London presence where I've been working for over a decade. And much of my work is project based, and every program is designed bespokely to my clients' needs. And I help my clients fulfill their dreams. As a master coach, I work with prominent actors, directors, and singers. I work with CEOs of major companies. I work with high level risk takers in the financial industries. I work with millennials creating their life on their own terms. And I work with families, helping them create authentic relationships built on love and acceptance and understanding. So I've helped countless clients overcome anxiety, lack of focus and direction. I've worked with abuse, neglect, relationship breakups, rape, eating disorders, insomnia, nightmares, and more. I have extensive experience of working in domestic violence and abuse, helping women turn their lives around and break free of the cycle of violence. I've worked extensively supporting people to become leaders of their own lives, to live life on their own terms, to be independent, fulfilled, and free. And I work with families and couples and individuals as a master coach. I help people, I help my clients fulfill their dreams and make their dreams come true. Some of the companies that I work with and I'm preferred supplier for is the Walt Disney Company, it's Facebook, worked with Warner Brothers, preferred supplier for the NHS, work with Sega, work with NBC Universal. These are just a selection of the many, many companies that I work with, like KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, these accountancy firms, and major companies like this. But over the past decade, I've also mentored and taught coaches on how to profoundly help their clients change their lives. I also travel to explore some of the remotest places in the world as a personal passion of myself. And I've ridden across the Himalayas, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, along the Afghan border. I've crossed Africa. I've explored the deserts of North Africa. And this is something that I do for months at a time, taking time off. But my life wasn't always like this. So 15 years ago, my life was very different. I was working in meaningless office jobs and I felt really unfulfilled and unhappy. And I've shared how I got to that point elsewhere, so I don't really want to go into details, but only to say that I felt so unhappy. I had made decisions because I wanted to be true and authentic, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. So I tried therapy in the past to help myself, but it never really worked. I always felt deep down that there was something more. Like I felt like I was here to do something more, and it wasn't about therapy. And one day I stumbled upon a life coaching seminar. It was a simple ad in the Metro that I responded to. It said, "Be who you want to be." And those words really spoke to me because that was really truly what I felt. Like I wasn't being who I wanted to be. I wasn't the person that I felt I could be. Even though I had worked so hard and struggled so much to become this person, I hadn't become it. So I torn out that ad and I went along to the seminar. And it completely blew my mind. I listened to the presenter speak about how you didn't need to dig in the past, that you could fix your life here and now. It wasn't about therapy. It wasn't about childhood. You could make changes regardless of what had happened to you or where you come from, that you had the resources within you, that everybody had the resources within them to make their life the way they wanted to be. And it just opened my mind up into new possibilities. And here I just saw a completely different way of looking at problems. It wasn't a shutting down, it was an opening up. I saw a way of looking at problems that didn't have to be painful, that this could be positive. You didn't have to go digging in the past. It didn't have to be torturous. You didn't have to spend hours and hours, months and years analyzing things, but change could happen fast and it could even be fun. And in that presentation, that woman shared some tools and techniques with us, and I applied them straight away to my life. And that very day, the next day, I saw a difference. I made changes and things started opening up. And in that moment, my life changed forever. I decided that year I trained as a life coach and an NLP master practitioner, and it was an investment that's changed my life. I started to work with clients, but even though I loved the work and I got great results, I didn't progress as quickly as I wanted. I only had a trickle of clients. I got great feedback, but I wasn't making a financial success of it. So I listened to experts and they all said different things to me. These were SEO experts, they were web experts, they were this, they were that. And I did as they said, and I spent money that I didn't have. It was a lot of money, but nothing changed. And the end result, I was frustrated, I was overwhelmed, I was confused. I wanted to succeed, but I didn't know what to do. So if you're nervous about changing career and scared it's not going to work out financially, I get it. If you're looking at online courses saying that you're going to make all this money straight away and you're feeling hesitant about that, I understand. That is a real concern. However, the turning point for me came when I sat down and I had a proper think. And I did some deep soul searching and reflection. And I realized I wanted to try a different way and I was going to try it my way. And what happened next was quite unexpected. My life changed forever. Accidentally, I started signing up clients, and I started to make some serious money very quickly. And I copped onto this system that I started to implement, and I felt like I could just pick up the phone and I could create a client in a simple phone call. I started to get some really high network individuals as my clients. And very quickly, I filled up and ended up with a waiting list. And I wasn't doing any networking. I wasn't doing blogging. I wasn't pouring over Google. I was just doing the thing I loved the most. And I realized that the only pathway to lasting success is to stop chasing after opportunities like a headless chicken and start attracting them instead. And how do you do that? Well, you stop doing the wrong stuff and you start doing the right stuff. And it's amazing what happened. And it's amazing how quickly it happened straight away. And I want to help you change your career if this is what you really want and become a successful coach and NLP master, living your dream in the next 3 months, helping people change their lives, helping people to really capture their dreams and make their dreams come true. If this is what you want this as a career, you want a career helping others, then I want to help you make that happen. And it all comes down to one thing, the one crucial thing that I said I would talk to you about. And this is that the success you have as a coach is a direct relation to the value you provide your clients. This is why those wannabe coaches are never going to be successful. They can spin their wheels and they can run like hamsters in the hamster wheel, but they will never be truly successful, because the one crucial thing is that the success you have is in direct relation to the value you provide. So this is how you stand out in a confused market overrun by wannabes. This is how you build lasting success as a coach. Real coaches stand out by making real and profound changes to their clients' lives. There's no other way about it. And here is how you do that. Okay, so I've got a 5-point system here. Your education and training. You'll have to learn with a credible and thorough trainer, where you learn in small groups that are interactive, practical and applied. And learn with a trainer that has years of extensive experience of working with real life clients with real life issues. There are training companies with well-known trainers where you're sitting hundreds of people in a room, and as great as it might be to be in the presence of somebody who is famous, it's not going to give you those skills that you need to be able to deeply and profoundly help another person change their lives. Because when you're in that situation with a client, it's about the connection that you make. It's about the things that you bring to the table, and you never get that in a room with 500 people. So make the choice. Train with somebody who has lots of experience in real life applied coaching, and that provides training in small groups where you can ask lots of questions and interact and make it make sense to you personally. The other thing you need to do is deliberate continuous learning. So this is about creating systematic feedback loops based on reflective learning cycles, and make sure that the training gives you the opportunity to have feedback and support on your own practice sessions after the course has finished, because there are so many courses out there. They'll charge you a lot of money. They'll put you through a 2-week thing and then send you out into the world, and you have no access afterwards to really develop your craft, to develop your skills, because this is what it's all about. And it's, you learn everything that you learn in the training, but then you continue to learn with every session that you have, every interaction with a client, and you need to have someone who's there for you to give you feedback on these interactions. I provide all my students with reflective learning journals according to Kolb's learning system, so that they can systematically develop their skills long after the training ends. And post-course mentoring, make sure that you have access to an experienced mentor that works in private practice and that can support you as you develop your own hands-on experience with clients. There are mentoring programs out there that will charge you thousands of pounds, and all they'll show you is how to set up a simple business. You know, this is not what I'm talking about. You need real hands-on experience with real clients. Someone that you can pick up the phone and say, hey, I've got this client. She's doing anxiety. She doesn't sleep. She's having nightmares. What do I do? You need that. Somebody to back you up, somebody that's there for you. Or you have a session. It didn't work out the way you hoped it would work out. Maybe she behaved or he behaved in a strange way and you didn't understand. I was just on the phone to one of my students, and he was saying how he had really triggered a woman who had experience of abuse, and he was saying to me, you know, I was trying to rationalize with her. I was saying, you know, I was trying to say these things, and I explained to him that if you have a lot of trauma in your body, that this is something that is outside of your control, that anxiety is running in your body, so that you're reacting, and that people who have a lot of trauma can come across as very aggressive or anxious/aggressive, because the anxiety is running in their body. It's something that they can't control, and you can't reason with that. And that him being able to have that conversation with me meant that he was able to understand how the situation had triggered this person, and how he had tried to rationalize, but it wasn't about rationalization. So it really helped him, you know, be able to go back to her and to mend that relationship that had broken down, and so that they could take it forward. So that's the kind of thing that you need from your trainer, somebody who's experienced and who understands and who knows this stuff. Then you also need to do your own deep inner work. And this is about taking powerful coaching and therapy for yourself, and doing the work where you transform your own suffering and difficult experiences into sources of power and wisdom. That's how you become a leader, and how you can help your clients move through difficult places. And this is why this is important. Because with high quality education and training, this will make you immediately stand out by the quality and depth of understanding of your client situations. This will separate you from all the wannabes running around giving unsolicited advice to people who don't want to even listen to them. You know, you'll be able to connect with people on a deep level and have a depth of understanding for their situation. The continuous and deliberate learning will make you instantly more experienced and more aware of your experience. It will enable you to communicate the value of what you do with authority and status. And having a mentor makes you instantly more confident and able to accept high-profile projects, as you know you have the backup and support. If you should find yourself at any point out of your depth, you know there's somebody there for you who you can just pick up the phone to. And doing your own inner work, it makes you stand out as a leader, someone who speaks from a place of experience and power. Because by overcoming your own stuff, you show your clients that they can overcome theirs. So, and it's also about having the connection with them in that moment, to be vulnerable, because you know how frightening it is to go into those black places in your own mind, but you also know that there's a way out of it. You know that was in the past, and you know that you're in a different place now. And by having that knowledge inside you, you become the calm beacon of light. You become the guide that holds the other person's hand, helps them as they confront their darkest fears, and helps them reclaim their spirit and move forward and get out of it. But of course, if you haven't done that work, will be stuck there with them, and that will be the kind of like the blind leading the blind, obviously. So doing your own deep inner work is super important. And then you will automatically present yourself to clients in such a way that makes them eager to hire you. But even so, I have systematized that process for you. And here how you do that. You communicate to your clients the value of coaching, the value of what you do, by having deep and meaningful conversations with them and demonstrating the power of coaching directly, right? So in that conversation, you actually, by invitation only, because you should never coach without being invited, without the invitation, but having that invitation set up, you can then show the person deeply the transformation that's possible with coaching. And that's also why I want to give you that session, so that you can experience for yourself that deep, powerful transformation that can take place with coaching. So deep and meaningful conversations becomes a powerful marketing strategy. And this is how you stand out in a confused and crowded marketplace. So no sales, no hype, just having those conversations with people. And however, I've talked a lot about stuff. And if you're like most people, you may have trouble figuring out what's most important to focus on right now. But do you want to live your dream and have a business helping others live theirs? This is the real core question of this workshop. Do you want to have a business where you are profoundly helping other people change their lives? Do you want to be financially successful, helping others change lives? Do you want to live your dream life by helping others living theirs? Do you want a thriving business or a thriving practice built on the real value you provide your clients? So you don't have to sell, you don't have to do any hype. Do you want a thriving business built on referrals and invitations? Well, if that is what you want, then you're in the right place. I can help. So you've likely realized, I have a full practice, because if you've tried to book an appointment, you'll notice it's very difficult. You know that my practice is built on the value that I provide. I work with people all over the world. And as I said, if you've tried to book, I have a waiting list. I don't do any networking, Facebook blogging, no more than posting my travel pics. And I'm not chained to my desk. In fact, I take months off at the time. What I've just shown you and the steps I've gone through is the exact system I personally use. When I sat down and had a proper think, what is the keys to my success? This was the system that I used to create a thriving practice with clients from all over the world. I discovered it unconsciously by following my intuition, but when I sat down and thought about it and created a system out of it, this is exactly what I did. It's the same system that I then shared with my students and helped them implement so that they too could have a successful practice on graduation. And if you'd like me to show you how to do that, I'd be really honored. That would be really, really great. So here's how we'll do it. So I'd like to introduce you, Live Your Dreams. And there's a reason I call this program that. The Life Coach and NLP Master Program that will change your life. So I'm not going to get all hypey. You've listened to me, you've heard my story, and you know that what I'm saying can help. So Live Your Dreams includes Module 1, which is the NLP Practitioner Certification. which is a thorough foundation in the most powerful change methods, tools, and techniques. You join the thousands of people who have used NLP to revolutionize their own lives worldwide. And yeah, sure, you can do an NLP practitioner with another training provider, but you won't get someone who has 10 years of experience of using these tools and techniques every single day in practice, helping her clients change their lives. Module 2, a personal life coaching certification, building blocks of personal empowerment. And here I'm going to share with you the ICF core competencies so you can apply the proven method to work with anyone. This isn't just being a wannabe. This is the core competencies, the real proven methods, the coaching skills that make coaching one of the most sought out of personal development tools within any executive, CEO, high-level person in the world. Coaching is the way that they use, the method they use to radically improve their results. And then module 3, NLP Master Practitioner Certification. This is the advanced NLP skills, so you can put your self-confidence and skill to work for you to resolve any issues from the past, so you can go after your dreams and help your clients do the same. And module 4, your hero's journey, making your life count. This is an incredibly powerful module, understanding your unique path so that you can stop living someone else's life and start fulfilling your own personal destiny, and understanding your own destiny, your unique path, what your life is about. It's incredible, not part of any NLP program out there. And you also get IEMT, which is treating trauma. This is the method I've used in my most severe cases with rape, abuse, sexual abuse, and other types of trauma. An introduction to this powerful tool for trauma desensitization. It helps just drop the charge, the emotional charge out of the experience, which helps the client finally overcome the most difficult life experiences so they can move on and be free to live their lives without those horrible flashbacks and intrusive thoughts and nightmares. Here's Mariana. She's a life coach from Rio who did my program, and she says, the program was amazing from the first day to the last. It was eyes-opening to my own soul. These words are amazing. The models and techniques Nina showed us was at the same time so simple, so powerful. It was wonderful, girl. And imagine achieving your biggest dream in life. This program is the ultimate game changer. So it will give you the tools and resources you need to immediately start changing your life and the life of your clients. You will have boutique training with me in my home. You will learn in small groups which are interactive, making sure each one of you gets all the personal attention you need and the support that you need to change your own life and learn the tools to help your clients change theirs. You'll get the complete 5-part system covering all the areas you need to equip yourself to achieve your dreams and help your clients achieve theirs. So you can use this immediately to finally create the life that you want. And this is not part of any other NLP or life coaching course out there. You get to skip the trial and error, the years of frustrations that I experienced, because this course, I've designed it to work so you can leverage my decade of experience. So you don't need to tear your hair out and cry in the middle of the night wondering how you're going to figure it all out. And of course, I am fully accredited and approved because this is really important to me. I'm accredited and approved by the ABNLP, which is the biggest board for NLP in the US. I have a lot of international students. I'm registered with the Association for NLP as a training provider. It means that once you've qualified, you can join the ANLP, which is the UK board. I'm approved and accredited by the Association for IEMT Trainers. I'm a qualified trainer in IEMT, and I'm accredited, and I'm an accredited coach by the Coaching Academy. So how does all of this work? How is it delivered? How does it happen? Well, first, immediately you sign up, you get video lectures. You get access to the first training modules, and you get starting to change your life. Now, this is very important. This is not an online course. This is a face-to-face course, but it has a lot of videos that you can start accessing straight away, and you can start using those tools. And these are backup to the live training. But you can use these tools to start changing your life and to start changing the life of others. The training itself is boutique. It's small groups, interactive, personal, one-on-one with me, face-to-face in my home or in beautiful locations in the world, covering all areas that you need to change your life and the life of your clients and finally start living the life of your dreams. I will give you everything that I know. I've worked with clients for over a decade. So the material that I teach really comes alive because I use it every single day. You will qualify in only 5 weeks. Get ready for a career full of purpose. Get ready to change lives. Now, how you choose to transition into being a professional coach, that's up to you. Some people choose to transition by setting up their business at the end of the course and immediately starting to work with clients in a professional capacity. Many of my clients do that. Some of my clients decide, because they have a core career, that they want to work as a coach part-time along their current career. Again, it works very well with my real client value system that I will show you, help you create clients out of the conversations that you have with people. So no need for, if that's what you want to do, you don't need a website, you don't need an office, you don't need a domain name or any of that sort. I will show you how to start coaching clients straight away, easily and effortlessly. And I'm talking paid clients. I'm talking clients that pay you your proper fee, right? So that's what I will show you. So you also get personal support from me. You immediately gain access to me and be confident that I'm available to you throughout the program, not during the face-to-face training. So you might sign up sometime in advance for the face-to-face training. You start getting the videos. You might have questions. You might want to speak to me. You might want to ask about the tools, ask about the material in the video. I'm there to talk to you. I'm available. Because I only work boutique, I only work with small groups, so I can fully support you. You get free access to the knowledge bank. Immediately gain access to the knowledge bank and ask any questions. At the moment, we have it in a secret Facebook group. This means that nobody on Facebook can even see that this group exists except for the members. So it's not a closed group, it's a secret group. And this is a place where I'm putting a lot of demonstrations, videos of demonstrations. You'll see videos of coaching sessions. You'll see questions, answers, and you get to interact with other people and ask your own questions. And if you don't have a Facebook account, you can just create a fake account for the purpose of being part of that group. You also get the Real Skills Business Pack. So this is for the people who want to set up a business straight after qualifying. And this is a simple blueprint to set up your own life coaching and NLP business. You can easily do this in 6 weeks. I'd say 3 months is a conservative estimate. It's a step-by-step process. It's really straightforward, really super easy. And yeah, that's what it is. Then you also get the Real Value Client System. And this is a system for how you can transform conversations into invitations to invite people to become your client. It's a beautiful and elegant way of creating clients from deep and meaningful conversations. And it's a system which is really, really good and works, and I've used to create a full practice. So here's why it's important. So as I was saying, I was able to become a financially successful life coach and an NLP master and live my dream life with what I figured out. So I called it the Real Value Client System. It is bar none the fastest way to achieve financial success as a life coach and NLP master. It's the only way to achieve lasting permanent success without sales or hype. The last week, I have signed up my entire following 6 weeks of coaching. So I'm fully booked for 6 weeks out of the conversations that I had last week, and I'll show you exactly how to do the same. I've already shown my students, and they are using it too. And even though they don't have 10 years of experience like I have, they are finding it just as easy to sign up clients. And they're signing up clients that they want to work with and who are paying. So the best thing about it, don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to turn off people you're trying to impress. You don't have to chain yourself to social media. You don't have to boast or be obnoxious or full of yourself or do any of that yucky stuff. The only thing you need to remember is successful coaches stand out by making real and profound changes to their clients' lives. And I've said this now 500 times, so I apologize. And the Real Skills Business System, I'll show you exactly how to take action on your goals so that you can achieve more in less time. I'll show you what to focus on so that you can take the right action. And this is the exact method you can use to create your coaching business in less than 3 months. So Live Your Dreams becomes your secret weapon to achieve powerful life transforming skills so you can stand out in a confused market by the incredible value you provide to your clients. Financial success through the Real Value Client System so you can live your dream life and help others live theirs. Accreditation and recognition, internationally recognized training so that you can have the respect and status you deserve. Practical real business skills so you can live your dream life straight away as you start helping others live theirs. But it gets even better. To remove all barriers and to make sure that you are thriving. Okay, so I was designing this whole program and I was thinking, what can I do to remove all barriers so that there is not a single reason on this planet for why you shouldn't be successful? So this is what I've done. I'm offering you a mega bonus, post-qualifying mentoring and support for 2 years. This is kind of insane, but I will be there for you for 2 years. It's up to you to reach out. It's up to you to ask me the questions. It's up to you to take responsibility, but I will be there for you if you do. If you have a question about a client, if you're nervous, if you're anxious, if you have any questions, you ask and I will be there. And with this support, it is for 2 years. So there is no reason on the planet for why you should not be successful. So what did they say? Okay, Faith, she was stuck in a corporate job in the city. She hated it. She wanted to get out. She created her own, she did my program. She then created her own company, became one of these global nomads. She lives on a beach in Thailand, running her own company. She says, Nina's constant support and motivation has proven invaluable to me in my growth as a person and as a coach. I'm using my NLP skills with my own clients every day. This has been the best investment of time and money. It helped me grow my own business, Spark Escapes. I now live in Thailand, running my own business, and I've stayed in touch with Nina ever since, not only as a mentor, but also as a friend. So Live Your Dreams mentoring. Mentoring becomes your secret weapon. You can ask questions, get help, and never feel alone. You can leverage the power of my decades of experience of working with real life clients every day. And believe me, they don't always do what you think they're going to do. And you can feel secure that you can work with all sorts of issues because you have someone backing you up. So this is what you get. You get 3 accredited certificates. If you can do them separately, it's about 6,300. That's the value of it. You get 24 fun videos packed with tools and techniques. I valued them at 1,200. They're probably worth more. But the thing is, these are backing up your experience. So you can go back to these videos and review them long after the training has finished. You get your own unique hero's journey. That's worth 1,700. You get the IEMT introduction. It's a treating trauma introduction. That's at £250. You get the ultimate business resource pack. It's 2,200. You get free access to me during the live training, which is 5 weeks. And that program, that's worth about £5,000. Now, I do provide mentoring to people who are very good coaches, but who haven't studied with me, and this is the fee that I charge. It's usually over 3 months, and it's £1,000 a week. You get mentoring and support for 24 months, and that is worth £24,000. So the total value of this is 40,650. So that's a lot of money. So this is a graduate. She says, what I love the most about Nina's way of teaching is that she's very straightforward, no fluff, no nonsense, and she has a great ability to transform the theory into practical skills. I use the skills and tools straight away, and I saw immediate results with my clients. So great to see my students go out and get these fantastic testimonials from their own clients. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. This course, so she says, this course is much more than just learning of skills. Nina is an amazing teacher and leads with her example. She really lives life on her own terms and set her own rules. This is very important for me as it inspired me tremendously and made me realize everything is achievable when you put your mind to it, work for it, and go for it. I now work with my own clients from my clinic in Mayfair, and I'm getting great results every time. Yeah, so she's doing really well. And here's Victoire. She's a coach for the Hilton Hotels. I'm so pleased to have followed my gut instinct, as learning from Nina was truly rewarding experience. It was a wonderful course, Nina, and I cannot wait to set up my own NLP business. Thank you for instilling confidence in me. Here is Bahar. She had 12 sessions signed up from before she qualified. So the first week she went out and she had 12 different clients. So, well, she says, while browsing all the synthetically advertised NLP courses, I suddenly met with Nina's personal touch and her authentic smile. I remember saying, this is the teacher I would feel cared for and connected with. I enrolled into her life coach and NLP master program, which I enjoyed utterly. Nina's very open and helpful teacher, making everybody feel comfortable and accepted around her. I think it's a beautiful gift to share with others. She's incredibly generous with her knowledge and experience. She doesn't just teach, she shares of herself, her intellect, everything she knows. After finishing my course, I started giving sessions straight away and getting very good feedback from my clients. I feel very confident. I know Nina is always there to support me. Thank you, Nina. With you, I made my dream real. So that was the inspiration. I received this email from her quite recently, and I thought, that's what I'm going to call this webinar. My dream, live your dreams, because of what she said. So I thought I was so cute. Here's Liz. She's a coach, but she's also the DVIP manager. She works with high-risk offenders of domestic violence. So she actually works with the perpetrators of domestic violence. That's not an easy job. And she is one of these part-time coaches I talk to. So she's working, she has a main career, and then she's also coaching around that. And she says, I've completed work with 2 separate clients and got such a buzz from the final session with each of them, when they had clearly achieved what they wanted to in a relatively short period of time. They were so grateful for my coaching input. It was a massive confidence boost for me and helped me confirm how much I want to do more of this work into the future. Here are more feedback. Thank you all for sharing. This is another thing that happens as well, is we set up WhatsApp groups for each course, so everybody can chat and share in between the sessions. So she says, thank you for sharing the last 5 weeks with me. I feel I've been on an amazing journey, and I can't think of anyone better to have traveled with. I've laughed, cried, and grown so much. Very grateful for the laughter bit. I had a very powerful healing sessions with Nina yesterday. I feel so blessed. And then Alice, she's love class of November. Well, I'm a little speechless right now, reflecting on the whole 5 weeks. I love the bonds we created. I love the friendships that arise from this, and I love the journey. Nina, thank you so much for being such a great teacher, inspirational mentor, and leading this journey through with humor, value, love, and care. Nina, thank you so much. Oh, no, that's the same paragraph. Grateful to all of you for how much you've impacted my life in all these 5 weeks that helped me see a different side of myself, grow and develop. And she says, celebrating the first real professional session I booked with Diane. Love to you all. So how much is Live Your Dreams? So what do you get? You get NLP practitioner certification, you get the life coach certification, and you get the NLP master certification. You get your hero's journey. You get IEMT, treating trauma. You get personal support by me. You get free access to the knowledge bank. You get Real Skills business pack, and you get the Real Value client system. So this is what you get: 3 accredited certifications, 24 videos, your unique hero's journey, IEMT, Real Skills business pack, Real Value client system, free access to me, your trainer, and mentoring and post-qualifying support. So today it's only 4997. So it's 49.97. So this is the offer, this is the price, this is the whole thing. It covers everything that I've gone through, everything is included. It's a one-off. You will be qualified in 5 weeks. So if you want to take up this offer, you can book in a call. I only take people on calls, so you can't actually book without speaking to me. And the link to make the call is here. So you have to make a note of that. So meetme.so/Nina Madden. This is my name. And it's a very easy to remember. It's meetme.so/Nina Madden. And it's only $49.97. And if that is a problem, I do have a limited number of payment plans. Of course, just remind you that it's all accredited and approved. So you can work internationally, register in the US or the UK, it's up to you. So live your dream, get the life you deserve. This is an incredible opportunity to change your life, and there is no other program out there on the market which is like this. So I only work with 12 people at a time. I only run 4 courses per year. So no sign-ups are accepted without speaking to me first. So if you want to join, call me now. And this is the link to book in that call. So we will schedule a call, set aside the time. You can ask any questions. And if it doesn't feel right for you after that call, there's no pressure. I mean, seriously, I only work with 12 people. So you know, there's no sale, there's no pressure. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But you could change your life in 5 weeks. And after the 12 people sign up, Live the Dream program closes for 2018. So take action. You can change your life. It's only $49.97 today. You know, you can change your life. You can be qualified in 5 weeks. You can have all the support to set up the business of your dreams, be financially successful, work for yourself, be independent, make as much money as you want, and live your dream life and be supported for 2 years. So it's a pretty radical offer of change. So if you're ready, you're ready. Anyway, do you remember what I promised you in the beginning? So thank you so much for staying all this time and listening to me. And I really wanted to offer you a deep coaching conversation. I want you to experience really what coaching can do. So if you want to book in that call, it's the same link below, and I'll be delighted to speak to you. And there's the link. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. And it was great talking to you. And I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye.